All right, everyone. Sorry about the technical difficulties this morning. um, my machine. We're actually going to just jump into the maps here first, and then we'll go through the rest of the stuff later. All right, first thing we'll have a look at is the Aussie. Oh, sorry. Um, the importance of this 36,500 level, I think, has just reiterated itself after the reversal that we saw a couple days ago, right off of the exact same level. I think, a lot of the things in our market are starting to look a little bit like this, kind of with this upward sloping wedge formation. And a lot of things are either breaking or testing support at the moment. So I think we're at a really big inflection point in our market at the moment with whether or not we're actually going to be able to hold support or kind of break down. Like I said, the entire market looks like that at the moment. So I'll show you a couple other charts that look like that. First trend looks very similar to that. You can see here also coming down to test support. And basically it's right on trend support in terms of a closing basis, just at around 28.40. Like I said, I think if we drop that, then we definitely could come down here and test the lows. And I know that seems like quite a way down, but this chart, the way that we dropped off a cliff here, and looking at the full year pattern, it's not looking as bullish as it has looked in years past. We're kind of moving out of this bullish pattern phase if we drop these levels. So I think these levels are incredibly important, and like I said, they're in a lot of stocks. We'll have a look at ShopRite here as well. ShopRite dropped support on this wedge pattern as well as of yesterday's close. Obviously, ShopRite had quite a weak trading statement on Friday, and you can see here the 180. On yesterday trading statement 183 we dropped on the closing basis as of yesterday as well, and we've held 183 with the exception of this one day's close, I'd say, for the past 2 weeks. So we'd kind of jumped over that barrier, and we've managed to give that up. We managed to give up kind of this upward sloping trend as well, and I think it's really negative for ShopRite. This is too bad. Reporting periods in a row out of them. I think that the market may start to have to readjust, growth forecasts with the way it looks at this thing, and I think that ShopRite is probably going to struggle going forward from here. Trueworths, same sort of thing, same sort of pattern. We broke support as of yesterday. This one obviously a lot more bearish looking as well. So I quite like the potential to enter into a short here on Trueworth. Obviously it caught some weakness on the back of ShopRite's trading statement yesterday, as well as the rest of the retail sector. So Trueworth, that could be a possible nice entry for short. Almost looks like a little sideways head and shoulders there that Trueworth is dropping. So I think the pattern is good for Trueworth to maybe continue to come lower. All right, look at ACOC here. It's got a beautiful setup coming. I really like the continuation pattern that we've seen. We've talked about this has kind of been the best pattern in the market for years now. It's not coming out of as much of a bullish longer term pattern as some of the others have been in, but nonetheless, I think if we trade above 69, definitely close above 69. I think it's a great entry on ACOC, and we could be looking at a good, 5.5 rand, 6 rand move to the upside on ACOC from above 69 if it gets above there. All right, look at bulletins here. Actually, I want to show this. We'll show it on the 30-minute, and just zoom it forward a little bit here. We obviously gapped up above what kind of was this barrier to bounce above 264 of earlier in the month. We've gapped up nicely. We've been in a little bit of a consolidation pattern for the past few sessions, but I think 275 is really quite a definitive line in the sand. You can see here, and looks like it'll probably break out this morning on the back of their production report. I think if we can get above 275, this thing will look a little bit like maybe a cup and handle here above 275, take us up to, call it 280, 281, somewhere in that region on bulletins. All right, and the last one I'll show is growth point. You can see here, which we've really broken out of this recent little pattern on growth point as of yesterday's close. So this thing really looking very interesting for an opportunity to the upside. If we back that out a little bit and we look at the year chart on it, you can see really what we're looking at. At that sort of level there. I mean, we did have that one close there, but it's, I don't think that's, you can see all the touches that we had on this level. To me, that looks like more of the level to break out from was 26.35. We did close above it a little bit more, and you can see that on the 30-minute and how much more convincing it looks here. So I think really important that we're above that level now, and I think we can get significantly higher than that on GRT. All right, let's jump into quickly here. Let's look at the overnight action. You can see there on the S&P, obviously we have finally had a little bit of a pullback after 8 straight up days on the S&P. I don't even look at I think I look at this as an incredibly healthy pullback. If you're bullish, these are the kind of pullbacks that you want to be seeing in the market. We had a little bit of nervousness that crept in the market after one of the Fed presidents from Kansas City that said that cuts to the QE program are appropriate as the economy gathers momentum. You're just getting a lot of mixed rhetoric out of the Fed members at the moment. I don't think it really makes a whole lot of difference, to be honest, until Bernanke actually says something. So that's the most important thing. We have Asia that managed to mostly get back in the green toward the end of the session. I know earlier in the session there was a little bit more red there. I think most of the markets were in the red this morning outside of Hong Kong early on. And we managed to kind of creep back small positives. Really important that I think that they're able to just kind of hang around, as we get small pullbacks in the States. There's very bullish action out of global markets at the moment. Billiton obviously had a trading statement out overnight. I think it was a production report, and they posted record iron ore output along with Rio Tinto from yesterday. So same sort of action that we saw at Rio Tinto yesterday, we saw in Billiton's today. Nice little move up there in the Australian session, so I expect a reasonably higher open this morning. And then the dollar obviously continues to trade weak as well. So a nice little bounce yesterday in some of the commodity currencies and some of the emerging market currencies. I think that's something that we need to keep an eye on, because we really saw markets start to go a little bit risk off. I say global markets start to go risk off. Take the States out of it. And when we started to get that real correction, what started that move was the weakness in the Aussie dollar, weakness in things like the rand, other emerging market currencies, other commodity currencies. And we start to see that move back the other way. I think it'll be really positive for global markets. Okay, tons of corporate action out today. Obviously, last night we had Yahoo, which beat on the EPS number but missed small on the revenue number. We had the operational update we just talked about with Billiton's huge beat on the iron ore. Also, good beat on copper. Petroleum was weaker, but coal also was a beat. So, I think overall very good report out of Billiton's. Tons of banks out today. We've got Bank of America, Bank of New York, Mellon, we've got U.S. Bank Corp, and we've got Amex and other financial there. We've got Abbott Labs, IBM, and eBay. So lots of corporate action today to keep us paying attention to earnings season. And then on the market data today, we had machine tool orders out of Japan earlier. We have UK jobless claims out later. We've got UK ILO and unemployment rate. We've also got local retail sales. And then the states, we've got mortgage apps, housing starts, the Fed's release of the beige book, and then he's going to give the Humphrey Hawkins testimony, I believe, today, which is a semi-annual report that he gives to Congress. So there'll be a lot of eyes tuned to that. I think it's one of the reasons why we've been seeing really light volumes in the markets lately, is because people are just kind of waiting to see what's going to happen. If we can get a little bit more information out of the Fed going forward, from Bernanke. So I probably expect today to be another low volatility day. Just keep things tidy. Don't get yourself too involved and wait for the big opportunities to present themselves. That's it for today, guys. Thanks a lot.